We do not have a guest, but I do got my homie, my media brother, BlackTee Bibbs, one half of the Creep Squad. Well, retired Creep Squad member. That's how we're gonna put that.
I'm still a booty biter.
I didn't even get to that part yet. I just said you was a retired Creep Squad member. You ain't a creep no more.
Don't want to be a creep no more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't want to be a creep.
Put it up there. Put it up there. That's maturity, y'all, because most of these niggas still want to be creeps. Anyway.
I ain't mature. I just ain't have nowhere to live.
I'm fucking weak.
But as you said, put that shit up there.
You feel me? Put that shit up there because that's maturity. You feel me? But I got BlackTee Bibbs in this bitch, y'all. Y'all already know he don't give a fuck what he say. If you're familiar with bottle service, you already know who he is. If you're not, you need to get familiar with bottle service.
Who that fucking rock you been living under?
You hear me? Like,
you know what I mean?
Y'all make sure y'all go to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that. BlackTee Bibbs, all that shit up there. Bottle service, the real bottle service on Instagram. Go check out all the episodes, including mine, because that bitch was already lit. Y'all already know I got my DJ Swag in this bitch.
Swag.
And I got my shooter to the right of me. Silo Homie, 290 More Podcast. Silo Homie More presents all that shit.
Right,
y'all already know what the fuck going on. I don't know what's going on because I don't hear shit. I hear this shit coming out the headphones in front of me.
You want to hear it in headphones?
No, I thought I was supposed to be on the speaker.
It was too loud for some reason.
You just got to turn it down a little bit.
Okay, fine.
I'm just getting on his nerves because we done had us a trying day today. Y'all, my DJ forgot about me today.
I would never in a million years forget about you again.
My DJ forgot about me today, y'all.
It's the last time.
So we just chopping it up. I just really wanted y'all to get a feel for the team, get a feel for us, because we have had guests every week for like the last, since before we started at Empire Radio Club. We've literally had a guest every week. And then Bibbs said he was actually going to interview me. So we going to see where this shit goes. I'm just telling you. We going to see where this shit goes. Smo, you going to jump in on the interview?
Hell yeah.
Look. And Mo be coming with them motherfucking questions, y'all. So we've been sitting up here talking about it, but y'all missed it. So we going to run it back. Drunk karaoke on Monday. Oh my God, y'all motherfucking missed it. We had us ball. Y'all, the hoes was in the building. I'm talking about the men hoes was in the building. The women hoes was in the building. Now he clapping.
There was some people with relationships in that too. There's some taking people.
Nah, you want to know the truth? It was niggas in relationships in there, and then they side chicks was in there, and then the side chicks, side niggas was like everybody was in that bitch.
It was good, wholesome people in there.
Very much so. Very much so.
Okay.
Very much so. Shout out Boosie. Shout out Boosie, the host with the motherfucking most
bad ass.
That nigga can host the fuck out of some karaoke. I'm telling y'all. Ooh, shout out Boosie. That's my brother. I love him.
So we got some of it on your live, on your page. They go check it out.
Oh yeah, y'all. It's always something up there. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all follow Empire Radio Club on all social sites. All social sites. Make sure y'all following me too. Delectable Chemistry 101. All that good shit. Oh, N Dii'z Streetz, y'all. We finally got our pages up. Facebook and Instagram. I'm working on Snapchat and all that shit. It's already enough trying to maneuver through 6 social media pages. My personal, Delectable Doja, all that shit. So just bear with me. But make sure y'all following all that shit. So what y'all been doing this week?
I did drunk karaoke.
Let me go first.
y'all hear me say this every week, but Mo do not be lying. That man literally work when he ain't working and when he ain't sleeping. Bibbs, what you do this week?
Shit. Nothing.
That's what I'm trying to do.
What you got going on? I saw. Now it's crazy that you're here because I literally just shared one of the bottle service interviews, and I was like, oh, I missed my bottle service film. So what's been going on over at E77 with bottle service? I see you changed the format a little bit. You had like a panel on there last week.
I'm finna change the format even more now.
Oh damn! Oh well.
Because I missed something. You know what I'm saying? In my heart and my soul, when it tell me it missed something, we gotta go back to it.
Mm-hmm.
I love podcasting. You know what I'm saying? And bottle service was turning into a TV show. It was like Word on the Street with Martin. You know what I'm saying? How do you know?
No cap, but it was lit though.
It was cool, yeah, it was. But the thing was, not to get serious and shit, but the thing about it was that it was turning into like we was more so cared about how many people we can bring out.
Instead of just doing
Instead of worrying
show.
about the goddamn show, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta worry about the attendance, the bar doing good, instead of worrying about the show doing good. So I'm like, fuck that. I ain't tell nobody yet, but I'm telling everybody. Damn, D.
I didn't ask you to say all that. I literally asked you what's been going on the past 2 weeks, the past 2-3 weeks, because I missed it. You had a panel on there last week. Ms. Mina was on the panel, and a couple other people. So like, what did y'all discuss that week? And then I know you had Lyric on there not too long ago.
Oh, yeah, we did the hip hop. We did a hip hop edition. We did a ladies edition, and we gonna do the DJs edition. But I guess we could probably say that.
Yeah, you sure ain't tell me.
For the new place. We'll say that for the new place to be this. We ain't gonna say well.
We can say well.
I think everybody know well, but
we can say well. Say well.
Yeah, we just said.
Right. It's up there. Y'all brought my brother home.
Hold on, we didn't even talk. Me and Swag didn't even talk yet.
I brought my brother home because I know where it's going. Fuck that. Look, I'm just gonna put it out there. I know what the fuck going on. Y'all don't. So
y'all making decisions for my life.
we don't bring my brother home back to the Empire where he belong.
Yeah, delectable. No, I already chopped it over. She
Where
was
he
like,
belong.
what you need to do is bring your ass up there tonight.
No
talk
cap.
to Swag. Swag gonna tell you what's up, and what you need to do is come on Mondays and tell your ass after that. Drunk karaoke, boom. I was like, man, G, that's why you are who you are.
You see, I put it up there. I know where you need to be.
Alright.
It's all love over here, and I gotta give DJ Swag his flowers because
DJ Swag.
if you show him that you're serious about what you're doing, he gonna make sure that shit happen. Okay.
I am, and I'm gonna shout out 290 Mo because this motherfuckers like him that put the fire behind motherfucker to make
Oh
you
my
like, bro, you can't stop because it's niggas like him that's behind you or in front of you. I don't know where you at.
We in the race together.
You hear me? We
But what I'm
right
saying,
now.
like, damn, G. So when I see it, I don't look at it like no competition. I look at it more like, bro, I like your shit. I see your shit. I like your shit. Him and the Shits podcast, all that other shit.
Who is the shit podcast?
The shits, I fuck with. If you seen they shit or heard they shit,
I'm asking,
they
who is
decent.
it? I don't know who that is.
This the fucked up part. I don't know their name. I just know they
The
invited
Shits
me on the
podcast.
show one day. I was up there. I was like, yo, I like this shit. Y'all dope. Y'all ask good questions. The vibe is decent. They ain't had no liquor, but it's cool.
But it's cool.
But they shit cold, man. So it's only a couple people I watch. You know what I'm saying? And to be up there with Joe Budden and shit like that.
Damn.
I'm Joe Budden, Joe Rogan, Drink Champs, 290, the Shits podcast, Foz podcast. That's it. I ain't watching nobody
We're
else.
a radio show now. I'm excited about that, y'all. I'm gonna keep saying this shit. We made the transition from podcast to radio, and it's nuts. Oh, okay, we're gonna talk about that. Because it was a lot of, you know what I'm saying, back and forth about podcasting and radio. I'm a start.
Yeah, disrespectful. Go ahead.
I'm gonna start with the, I hate to go back to it, but the 312 Awards. So there was a radio show that was put in the category of podcasts.
Yeah.
And that's where the conversation started as far as me catching on to it. So the difference between a podcast and a radio show, to my knowledge, is simply the ability to play music. You can play music on a podcast, but really you're not supposed to. Not even that you don't have to, you're not supposed to, because most podcasts don't have the licensing to play the music. Most people just do it because most of the people that we playing the music for ain't got their paperwork together anyway for us to get flagged.
Hey, you ain't big enough for motherfuckers to know you playing.
You feel me? So
It's even more than that.
I think that's the only difference. But I wanted to make the transition because I didn't want anything coming. My whole thing with starting getting into this was to let the artists be heard to play their music.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be flagged. I didn't want nothing. Let's say 7-8 months down the line, my shit blow up, and then I can't do the shit no more because I done broke all these rules. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to make
And they will wait 7-8 months to get
I forgot somebody else is in the building, y'all.
Tell me something. We all like, one way in, one way out.
I forgot somebody else is in the building. I saw like, what
Go through the window, man.
What the fuck was
My
this?
man did a mental body count.
You
I
feel me?
remember motherfuckers came in. It's 4 in here.
I'm like, who the fuck?
Shit, you got plenty of motherfuckers guns around this motherfucker.
But, oh, Lord have mercy. You hear me? So now I'm going to ask y'all. It was a question that was brought on Facebook. The question was actually asked to radio personalities. But y'all do podcasting, media, you know what I'm saying? So is it offensive when somebody... How can I ask this? Okay, for y'all.
You just said,
Is it offensive for, like, if somebody...
Misplacing the name.
Right, misplacing the name. If a motherfucker said, oh yeah, the 290 Mo radio show, would that offend you? Would you be like, oh nah, that's a podcast, get that shit right?
I'm glad they said my name.
Exactly.
But you know, podcast is internet radio though.
That's all it is. It's talk radio. That's it.
And look, if we being real about this shit, podcast set the tone for internet radio.
That's it.
Yep.
And if we getting real about this shit, podcasts take a lot more work than radio shows do.
And the first person that I heard say something about it spoke on that. Shout out Marty Caprice. Kissing Cousins was put in the podcast category for a 312 award. And Marty's biggest argument was that the reason she does radio is because all you got to do is come into the station, sit down, wait for your time slot. When your time slot starts, the mics is already here, everything is already here. When you're a podcaster, you got to build all that shit yourself. You don't have no, you know what I'm saying, no station to. So I think it do take a lot to get into podcasting. It take a lot more than to just be like, hey, I'm gonna pay my broadcasting fee and show up to the motherfucking radio station. And I'm glad y'all here because y'all are two people that I see put a lot of energy into y'all podcast. The bottle service setup, the 290 Mo setup, like that's real energy, that's real time. You can see like y'all serious about this shit. Y'all invested y'all money into that shit. Y'all want it to pop off. It's not like that with radio. It's easier for me to just walk in this bitch and swag have all this shit running.
Right. And there ain't no disrespect to radio. Because in order to have all this shit running, it take a lot of work.
They do.
But the individual, and she know who she is, that said that shit, I wasn't hurt bad, I was just a little bothered because it's like, what do you mean put some respect on my name, bro? No. It's like, gee, what the fuck? You should be honored if motherfucker says your shit a podcast. Because that means that's yours, all yours, G.
But you know what it is, too? Anything on the internet, people say podcast.
Yep.
They're not really thinking like, okay, it's online radio stations, too. People just don't think podcast because podcast is so popular. So that's the first thing your mind go to is it's a podcast.
I can't hear you in my car. It's a podcast.
And the whole time with the way these cars set up now, you can listen to any fucking thing in the car.
iHeartRadio.
If you got all you need is a motherfucking aux cord. That's it. I could literally play any N Dii'z Streetz episode off the Spreaker app while I'm driving, as long as my motherfucking phone plugged in.
Yeah.
And then too, what make podcasts harder? I think podcasts be harder because you got to stick with just talk the whole time. You really ain't got no break. On radio, at least. Say you got this subject, then we gonna cut to the music. We come back now. You talk about something else. Podcast, it's like really gonna be like a one home conversation with somebody.
But some conversations work better like that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might mess up not the chemistry, but it might get it might change if you like, we're gonna take a break. But when you straight through,
right? That's what I mean.
Sometimes it be like, I be running out of camera space.
Yeah, that's why I say it's hard because you gotta sit there and really just talk.
Then you get motherfuckers that you get an interview with, you got a shitload of research and questions ready for their ass. And they literally one word each question. And you like, bro, I gotta do this for an hour. I gotta stretch this shit out an hour. All right.
But Matt,
that's why you got hit with so tell me how. Explain to me how.
But that's what I'm saying. You got motherfuckers that literally be like, I remember I had this one chick, I'll say her name. Her name was Big Nip. She came on the show. She from Gary. She came on the show, right? And my homie was like, yo, so how did you get your name? That was his first question. I hate when people say, how you get your name? He was like, yo, how you get your name? And she was like, and she pointed at her titties. And we was like,
show that motherfucker.
That's it? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, you better show that motherfucker.
It was like, so explain this journey that you're going through. Literally, explain this journey that you're going through how it started, how's it going, and where you were planning to be at. This motherfucker said, this dude I know liked me rapping, and I just started rapping, and now I'm here with y'all. Damn, baby.
I don't be liking them though. Them be the interviews that really get under my skin, because it's like, what the fuck did you come in here for?
She was late. She didn't pay. It was a favor for somebody. She didn't pay. She was late. She came an hour late. She was mad because of the liquor choice. I'm like, shorty, you didn't pay for the liquor, the interview,
Right.
and you ain't on time. What the?
That's the thing
fuck?
too, Pocket. You gotta have that chemistry with the person you're interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. That's another thing. It's easier for me for radio, because if you ain't got that chemistry with somebody, you can drop that music. Y'all chit chat. Like, hey, when we come back, we're gonna say this. We're gonna talk about this. Like, what you want to talk about?
I like that he said that, because I have had some of them instances. I done had some interviews where I almost forgot to play the music because the